Sunday is different from other days. It arrives more slowly. It does not rush in. It comes quietly, the way light comes through curtains that are not quite closed. A thin line at first, then a little more. Then the whole room, soft and golden. A little boy is in his bed. His name is Arthur. He is 5 years old. He has a striped duvet and a very flat pillow that he prefers to all other pillows. He has been awake for a little while now, but he has not got up. There is no reason to get up yet. That is the thing about Sunday. He lies on his back. He looks at the ceiling. The ceiling is white and plain, but the light moving on it is interesting. The curtains move very slightly in the air from the window, just enough. The light shifts, slow, soft moving, back and forth, back and forth. He watches it. He can hear the house. The quiet sounds of a Sunday morning. Somewhere downstairs, the low murmur of the radio. Too far away to hear the words, just the sound of voices talking, calm and steady, like the house is having a conversation with itself. A door opens somewhere, soft footsteps, the creak of the third stair from the bottom. He knows that creak. He has known it his whole life. Then quiet again. He turns onto his side. He pulls the duvet up a little higher. It is warm under here. The perfect temperature. Not too warm, not at all cold. Just right in a way that is hard to explain. Kind of warmth that makes it very difficult to leave. He has no intention of leaving yet. Through the gap in the curtains, he can see a piece of sky. Just a piece. A rectangle of pale blue. The top of the house across the road. And above it, the sky. Thin white cloud moving slowly across. He watches it move through his rectangle of sky. It takes a while. He waits. The cloud reaches the edge of the curtain. Then it is gone. More sky comes. Plain and pale and very still. He can smell something coming up from downstairs. Faint at first, then a little stronger. Toast. He breathes it in. There is nothing quite like the smell of toast coming up a staircase on a Sunday morning. It is the smell of no hurry, the smell of someone downstairs taking care of things, the smell of the day beginning slowly and warmly and well. His stomach makes a small sound. He puts his hand on it. Good morning to you too, he thinks. He stretches. His arms go over his head. His feet push down against the end of the duvet. He stretches all the way from fingertips to toes. He holds it for a moment. Every part of him long and awake. Then he lets go. He settles back. Softer now. More awake. But still not getting up. Not quite yet. There is a cat. Her name is Biscuit. She is orange and white and extremely opinionated about where she sleeps. Currently, she is at the end of Arthur's bed. She has been there all night. He can feel the weight of her on his feet, a warm, solid, purring weight. He lifts his head to look at her. She opens one eye. She looks at him. She closes it again. She is not ready either. He puts his head back down. He listens to her purring. It is a very good sound, low and steady and continuous, like something small and warm running inside her, like a tiny engine made entirely of contentment. The radio downstairs changes. Music now. Something gentle. He cannot make out the melody from up here. Just the shape of it. Low and unhurried. It goes well with Sunday morning. It goes well with the light moving on the ceiling. Arthur thinks about the day. Sunday means no school. He knows this. It is one of the best things he knows. Sunday means slow. Sunday means his father making something in the kitchen that takes a long time. Sunday means reading on the sofa with no particular reason to stop. Sunday means the park in the afternoon if the weather is right. He thinks about all of this very pleasantly, the way you think about good things when you are warm in bed and do not have to be anywhere. Biscuit shifts at the end of the bed. She stands up. She turns around once. Then she walks up the bed towards him. He watches her come. She steps carefully, each paw placed with great deliberation, as if she is crossing something complicated. She reaches him. She sniffs his chin. Her nose is cool and dry. He does not move. He waits. She turns around twice on his chest. Then she lies down, right on his chest. She's heavier than she looks, but warm, very warm. He can feel her purring now, not just with his ears, but with his whole chest. The vibration of it going all the way through him. He puts one hand on her back. She does not object. Her fur is very soft. He strokes her slowly. Once, twice. She purrs louder. They lie there together. The ceiling light moving. The radio a gentle shape of sound from downstairs. The curtains shifting. The rectangle of sky getting a little brighter, a little more deep. Footsteps on the stairs. He knows these footsteps. They stop outside his door. A quiet knock. 2 knocks. The particular knock. Come in, Arthur says. The door opens. His mother. She is in her dressing gown. Soft grey one with wide sleeves. Her hair is not done yet. She looks like Sunday too. She looks at him. She looks at Biscuit on his chest. Morning, she says. Morning, he says. She comes and sits on the edge of the bed. The mattress dips slightly. Biscuit opens one eye. She keeps purring. His mother looks at the window. Nice morning, she says. It is, Arthur says. She nods. Sun's coming out. Arthur looks at his rectangle of sky. It is brighter now. A proper blue. Good, he says. His mother looks at him. She reaches over and smooths his hair. Just once. Does not mind. Daddy is making pancakes, she says. Arthur looks at the ceiling. He considers this information. He considers it for a moment with the gravity it deserves. Pancakes, he says. She nods. With the blueberries, she says. Biscuit is removed from his chest very gently. She makes a small sound of protest. She lands on the bed. She sits. She looks at Arthur as he gets up. She looks at his mother. She looks at the door. She follows them out. She always does. She pretends to be indifferent, but she always follows. The stairs are warm underfoot. He takes them slowly. No need to rush. The third stair from the bottom makes its sound. It always does. The kitchen is the warmest room in the house on Sunday mornings. He feels it before he reaches the bottom of the stairs. The warmth and the smell of it. Butter in the pan, something sweet. The particular smell of a pancake just beginning. His father is at the cooker. He is wearing his old blue jumper, the one with the faded collar. He has a spatula in one hand. He's watching the pan very carefully, the way you have to watch pancakes. They do not forgive inattention. Morning, his father says. He does not look up. His eyes are on the pan. Morning, says Arthur. Arthur climbs onto his stool at the kitchen counter. He puts his elbows on the counter. He rests his chin in his hands. He watches his father. The pan sizzles softly. His father lifts the edge of the pancake with the spatula. He looks underneath. He nods. He flips it. It lands perfectly. Arthur watches this with great respect. His father looks up. Did you see that? He says. Arthur nods. Perfect, he says. His father is pleased. He looks back at the pan. His mother makes tea. She moves around the kitchen quietly. The kettle, the cups, the particular sound of the teapot being warmed. Sunday morning kitchen sounds. All of them familiar, all of them good. Biscuit sits near the back door. She looks at the garden. She looks at the kitchen. She has not decided yet. The first pancake comes out. His father puts it on a plate. He carries it to Arthur. He puts the blueberries on top. A spoonful of them, dark blue and very round. And a little honey, drizzled slowly. It catches the kitchen light as it falls. A thin golden thread. Arthur looks at it. Thank you, he says. His father nods. He goes back to the pan. Arthur picks up his fork. He cuts a piece. He puts it in his mouth. Oh, it is soft and warm and a little crisp at the edges. The blueberry is sweet and sharp at the same time. The honey is just enough. He chews slowly. He looks out the kitchen window while he chews. The garden is bright with morning sun. The grass is still damp. It catches the light, every blade of it. The apple tree in the corner is very still. A wood pigeon on the fence sits with its feathers puffed out, brown and grey and comfortable, very pleased with the morning. His mother sits beside him with her tea. She wraps both hands around the cup. She looks out at the garden too. Look at him, she says. She means the pigeon. Arthur looks. He does look very pleased with himself, Arthur thinks. He thinks pigeons generally seem very satisfied with their lives. He thinks this is a good quality to have. His father brings 2 more plates. He sits down. He has his tea. He cuts his pancake. They eat together without talking much. The radio is still on, low and easy. The garden is bright in the window. The pigeon stays on the fence. Biscuit has decided about the garden. She is out there now. stepping carefully through the damp grass, sniffing at things, her tail up. Arthur eats his pancakes slowly. He makes them last. This is important. Pancakes should be made to last. He has always believed this. The sun has moved while they have been sitting here. It comes through the kitchen window now at a different angle. It lies across the table in a long stripe. Warm and yellow. It touches Arthur's hand. He turns his hand over in it, looks at the back of it. The light catches the small hairs, makes them gold. He looks at his father's hand on the table, much bigger. He puts his hand next to it. His father looks down. He puts his hand flat beside Arthur's. They look at them, side by side, the big one and the small one, in the stripe of Sunday morning sun. His father closes his hand around Arthur's, just for a moment, warm and firm and bare. Then he lets go. He picks up his tea. Arthur picks up his last piece of pancake. He eats it. He puts his fork down. He looks around the kitchen at his mother with her tea and her Sunday dressing gown, at his father with his old blue jumper, at the garden bright in the window, at the pigeon still on the fence, at Biscuit crossing the lawn with great purpose, at the plates and the teacups and the small jar of honey with a wooden dipper resting across the top, at the stripe of sun on the table. He takes it all in. He does not name what he is feeling. He does not have a word for it yet, but it is there, warm and full and very quiet, like the morning itself. Later they go to the park. The three of them walk slowly beneath the trees. The morning has grown warmer now. Sunlight filters through the leaves above them. Patches of light move across the path as they walk. Arthur walks between his parents, not because he has to, just because it feels right. The park is busy in the quiet Sunday way. Dogs chasing sticks. Cyclists moving slowly along the paths. Families sitting on picnic blankets. A man reading a newspaper on a bench beneath an oak tree. Nobody seems rushed. Nobody seems late. Everybody belongs to Sunday. They walk past the pond. The ducks are still there. The mother duck and her 4 ducklings. Arthur watches them move through the water. The ducklings stay close behind, like little floating shadows. A breeze moves across the pond. Small ripples spread outward. The reflections of the clouds break apart, then come together again. Arthur leans over the railing. The water smells cool, not quite like rain, not quite like earth. Something in between. A dragonfly flashes briefly across the surface. Blue for a moment, then gone. They continue walking, past the flower beds, past the bandstand, past the old oak tree that seems older than everything else in the park. Arthur likes that tree. It feels permanent, as though it has watched thousands of Sundays pass beneath its branches. Eventually, they reach their favourite bench. The one facing the pond. The one that catches the morning sun. His father sits first, his mother beside him. Arthur squeezes into the space beside them. The wood feels warm already. The sun rests across their knees. The pond glitters beyond the grass. For a while they simply sit, watching, listening. A dog splashes into the shallow edge of the pond. its owner laughs. The dog shakes itself. Water flies everywhere. A few ducks move away with mild annoyance. Arthur laughs. His parents laugh too. Then the park settles again, slowly, naturally, as though nothing much can disturb on a Sunday morning for very long. A little further away, a child is trying to fly a kite. The kite rises, wobbles, falls, then rises again. Each attempt a little higher than before. Arthur watches it. The bright colour against the blue sky. The string stretched tight in the sunlight. Eventually the kite catches the wind properly. It climbs higher, steadier. The child cheers. The kite dances above the park. Arthur smiles. His father points towards the clouds. They're moving slowly now. Large white clouds drifting above the trees, casting shadows across the grass. Then moving on. Everything in the park seems to move gently. The clouds, the ducks, the leaves, the kite, even the sunlight. Arthur leans back against the bench, the warmth of the wood behind him, the warmth of the sun on his face, the familiar presence of his parents on either side. The pond, the trees, the Sunday sounds, all of it together. He looks up. The sky is very blue now. The kind of blue that only seems to happen on slow mornings. A blackbird lands briefly on the path nearby, tilts its head, then flies away again. Arthur follows it with his eyes until it disappears into the trees. The ducks continue across the pond. The kite continues to dance in the wind. The old oak tree stands exactly where it always has. And the Sunday morning carries on around them, warm, unhurried, and exactly as it should be.